Welcome back, guys, to another video. I hope you guys are well. Guys, this is going to be one of two videos today. I recorded a video earlier and news has just broken that Michail Antonio is injured. So I'm just going to have to record this video, give my opinion on it, everything, about the Michail Antonio injury. But guys, if you're new around here, we're very close to 1,400 subscribers on a channel that I created to talk about my passion and my football club, which is West Ham. To have almost 1,400 people support me in watching my videos and, just sharing the same passion is very much appreciated. So consider subscribing if you haven't already. But guys, it has happened. What we feared going into the Aston Villa game has happened. Michail Antonio is out injured. Not sure about how long he's out injured for, but he's out injured and will miss the Manchester United game at the weekend, tomorrow evening. Now, I firstly have got to put down some kind of, a lot of people will be putting criticism towards David Moyes. A lot of people will be going, David Moyes shouldn't have started him. And whilst he shouldn't have started him, I 100% agree. He shouldn't have started him, not because of his fitness, but because of the fact that Haller, in my opinion, after coming back from a goal, we should have stuck by him, just because of his confidence. He was his confidence was getting better, scored a good goal, played a lot better after the first 20 minutes against Sheffield United, and then we dropped him at the first possible opportunity. He come on against Aston Villa when Antonio got brought off, and he played pretty well. He did cause a lot of problems for that Aston Villa defence when he played. But now Antonio is out, and Antonio has to take some kind of criticism himself, because whilst there are people there, the medical staff, David Moyes, Antonio is going to go to Moyes and be like, yeah, I'm fit. There's no way that David Moyes would have played Antonio if Antonio went to David Moyes and goes, I'm 50% fit, I can still feel my hamstring, please don't risk me. Antonio would have gone to David Moyes and been like, you know what, Gaffer, I'm ready to make a contribution against Aston Villa. If you start me, I feel like I can make a contribution. So if you are going to consider start me, I am fit and ready. David Moyes has gone probably off the back of that and what Antonio has gone on to the medical staff, because Antonio would have relayed the same message to the medical staff when they were examining him, just checking to see that if he's recovering from his injury well, just to see. Because what they would have done, if you just go by obviously the football documentaries they watch, a lot of all the medics do, they just feel the muscle, and then the player would be like, yeah, that feels good, I'm fine. And he would have relayed that message to the medical staff. And he would have said the same thing to David Moyes. And then the medical staff would have gone to David Moyes. So a lot of discussion would have been had. So whilst I do believe that firstly, he shouldn't have started anyway, but Antonio's got to take criticism. He has got to take criticism that he has put himself in a position where he clearly was not fit. He was clearly not fit to play that game. And that is probably why David Moyes dragged him off at half time. Because wherever he had an injury and he picked it up during the game, he did not trust his hamstring. The amount of times a ball got played into the channel and he's running after the ball and he's at 50% pace. As I said in the post-match review against Aston Villa, the ball got played into the channel. He was in front of Matty Cash by about 10 yards. And we know a fully fit Antonio, one of his biggest strengths is running into the channels, using that strength, using that raw pace that he does have, that athleticism. However, he was just running at 50%. Wherever he knew in his head that he said to the manager, I'm fit, but actually he isn't fit, because he saw maybe Haller scoring a goal. And he thought, at the end of the day, opportunities arise from injuries. You've only got to see what happened with Diop. Whilst his was an injury and he was away for other reasons, Balbuena come in, played very well and has taken his spot. And despite the fact that Antonio has been so good post first lockdown, if Haller started coming in and banging the goals, you have got to continue starting Haller. Maybe Antonio had that in his back of his mind, thinking, I've got to try and get back in this team as soon as possible. I've got to try, get back into this team, make a contribution so that David Moyes knows that I'm the main man. And obviously, there's a lot of talk regarding Antonio at the moment about the length of contract he wants. He's 30 years of age, and you've only got to see the amount of issues that he's had at his hamstring. He's been at West Ham since 2015, and I can't remember one injury that he has had that's not been hamstring related. He might have had a shoulder injury. I feel like I remember him one time having a shoulder injury, but I feel like 99% of his injury issues have been with his hamstrings. And you've only got to see when Sky zoom in on the games and he rolls his shorts up, you can see the surgeries, because you can see the scar tissue on the back of his leg where he's had surgeries, he's had operations on those hamstring issues. And whilst he gets older, his recovery is going to get less and less and less. And he's also going to be susceptible to injury even more and more. So West Ham have to be very careful about, the length of contract they're going to give to Antonio, because Antonio wants a 3 or 4 year contract. And as much as I love the guy, and as much as I would love to see him finish his career and end his career at West Ham at like 34, 35 years of age, West Ham as a club have got to be realistic. Antonio's got to be realistic. Antonio, whilst he is at the moment our main goal scorer, our main man, he's got to be realistic in terms of the contract he wants because of the injuries he has. West Ham can never rely on Antonio for a lengthy period of time because of his injuries. And that can affect our league position. And as I said, in the lead up to after the Aston Villa game, we should have kept Haller happy, considering he had that boost of confidence, scored against Madagascar, whilst the first 20 minutes was dreadful against Sheffield United, scored the winning goal. If Antonio got another injury, he would have to rely on Haller again. And I was fully expecting, when he got brought on at half-time against Aston Villa, to him to throw the white towel in. Because, strikers are judged on goals. Maybe sometimes a striker will go 60, 70 minutes without touching the ball or making a contribution, but they'll stick the ball in the back of it. And that is one of the most beautiful things about being a striker, because you might not be involved in the game whatsoever for the whole game. But if you've had one shot and you've scored that one goal, then you've done your job. Haller done his job. Apart from the first 20 minutes, he grew into the game. He started laying the ball off. He started creating chances for Souček. He scored a fantastic goal. He won us the game. But now Moyes has now got to rely on him, and Haller's probably thinking, well, even if I start this game, or even if I play for the next 3 or 4 weeks, I might score 4 goals in the next 3 games. But if Antonio is fit, David Moyes does not rank me enough to continue starting me. As soon as Antonio is fit, ready, and raring to go, he is ready to put him straight back in the team. Because yes, while I do believe that West Ham are a much better proposition with Antonio in the team, we can be a little bit predictable sometimes, and we do need a little bit of variety in our attack, and that's what Haller can offer us, a little bit of variety in terms of the way we play. But I do believe that we are better. But we have to realise as a team that Antonio, and as a club, that Antonio can't demand the wages, the length of contract he wants because of his injuries. And he's not going to get any younger. He's 30 years of age, as I said. He wants a 4 or 5 year contract. West Ham really should be sort of going, right, we'll give you a 2-year contract. You've been fantastic. We'll give you a 2-year contract and maybe a little bit of an increased wages, because at the end of the day, he's our striker. And the whole point of football is score more goals than your opposition. So strikers, every single player, the players that are paid the big bucks are the strikers. The Kanes, the Lukakus, the Aubameyangs, they are paid big bucks because they win football matches. They are the difference between finishing third and finishing first. Who you have up top. And for me, West Ham, we have to be realistic. And I just think it's such a shame. It is such a shame. And as I said, a lot of people will be going for David Moyes' head. I've already looked at Twitter. And everyone is slandering David Moyes. And whilst I believe that David Moyes shouldn't have started him, right, even if he was fit, he shouldn't have started him, because he should have backed Haller, should have boosted his confidence and be like, we back you. You scored the last game. Go and deliver again if you want to continue starting for this football club. He's gone, no, Antonio straight back in. He's brought him off at half-time. And there was rumours after the game that he twinged his hamstring anyway. And now it does look like David Moyes has confirmed those reports that in his press conference that Antonio is out injured again. And Antonio's got to take a criticism for me. Like, please do not just criticise David Moyes, because if you guys have watched the Sunderland Till I Die documentary, if you've watched the Spurs documentary, you would full know that the players could literally lie to the medical staff and be like, yeah, I feel good. Yeah, that feels good. My hamstring's fine. I feel fully fit. Yeah, and then he goes tells Jose Mourinho, yeah, I'm fully fit. Goes tell David Moyes. Antonio's just going to be relaying that message. Yeah, Gaffer, I'm fully fit. Yeah, I'm 100% fit. Looks decent in training, but it's not the same intensity as a football match, as a real life match. Whilst it is good football, training, and you can see a sort of, he looks like he's getting back to his best. The difference between training and actual playing a match is like this. It honestly is like this. A completely different intensity. You can sort of, pick and choose in training when you want to use your energy. in a match, you're almost on the go, depending on where you're playing. And for me, Antonio's got to take criticism, man. Like, he has put us, for me, he should have been on the bench against Villa and played the last 20 minutes or last 25 minutes if it wasn't going well. But for me to be out injured again, and apparently it's with his hamstring, obviously, again, but it's another part of his hamstring, which is not great. Now, the expected time, you know, he's going to miss probably a lot of fixtures because where we are in Christmas, we are in a congested time of the season. Even if he misses 3 weeks, 2 weeks, he's going to miss a lot of fixtures within that game time because we're in Christmas. He could potentially miss another 3 or 4, games. If he's out for the rest of the month till the new year, 4 weeks, then he misses 4 or 5 games during December. And that is huge in terms of where we want to finish towards the end of the season. So I'm gutted. I'm annoyed at David Moyes, firstly, because he should have started Haller, in my opinion. But I'm majorly annoyed at Antonio because he would have known if he was fully fit in his body. The medical staff can't tell if he's fully fit in regards to how his hamstrings feeling. They're just getting relayed information from Antonio, and they're going back to David Moyes and the staff saying, right, he's telling us he's fit. You know, he could play 60 minutes max. For me, Antonio needs to have a look at himself and go, you can't put himself in that position because he's going to make it worse for himself, and put the club in that position. But guys, that's going to be the end of the video. Guys, make sure you comment. Do you agree with me? Do you agree that whilst Moyes has got to take some criticism, Antonio's got to take some criticism as well? For me, you can't just give all the criticism to David Moyes. As I said, Antonio would have relayed that information back to the medical staff, back to Moyes, that he would be fit. I don't believe that Moyes... that Antonio would have gone to Moyes and be like, right, I'm 50% fit, like I can still feel my hamstring, and then Moyes throw him in the deep end. Can you think about that? Can you imagine that? I don't know. I don't think so, guys. But guys, if you're new around here, as I said, we're very close to 1,400 subscribers on this West Ham fan channel. I support West Ham, have done since I was a little boy. If you share the same passion, enjoy my videos, make sure you consider hitting the subscribe button, hitting the like button for more West Ham videos, because we have got a lot of videos during December. West Ham Manchester United match review after the game tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Well, actually, there's a video out later today as well, because I actually recorded a video before this breaking news. But I'll see you later, guys. Thank you.